Welcome! To start off with, I'm in Blender. No, really, I'm in Blender. That is a 3D scan of my face. So, I've been working on the head for the astronaut, as something needs to be shown when the player does not have a helmet on, and I also had a scan of my head from about 2 years ago. When this model was first imported into Blender, it was way too detailed to use in a game. So what I've done is I've roughly modelled over it to get the basic shape of it down. And to anybody who's modelled a face before, I know I've done it wrong. I just do not have the skill to do faces yet, that's it. Anyway, to get back on track, the original model comes with a texture, so this texture was then projected or baked onto the new mesh. And this process, it's good, but it's not perfect. So I took the texture into the image editing software called GIMP, and I tried to remove anything that was distorted. And while I was there, I tried to reduce any shadows that were in the texture. And here it is in Blender. So the grey bones that you can see, that's the armature, which will allow me to deform the mesh once I do some weight painting. And the first attempt at weight painting, it looked like I had a broken jaw. So I went back, redone that, and this is it in Unity. And I can change the angle of the head and everything here. I may need to have another scan of my face, but more even lighting, so it looks a bit less weird, but I'm happy with it. Next up, on the other end of the body, I have reworked the feet, and you can see how bad it was in my first devlog. It's still not perfect, I know, but this definitely is an improvement. The previous system, it would try and predict where the foot would go based off of the player's velocity. Yeah, it was a whole mess, just don't try that. This new system is half animation, half inverse kinematics, and yeah, it just works a lot better. I've made some changes to the UI, but I'll just mention the main two. The compass that was in the bottom right used to work by having a little needle that it pointed towards the destination, but this system has been completely replaced by a compass at the top of the screen, which just feels a lot more suitable for a space-themed game. Secondly, the statistics of the player that show in the bottom left, they each have a unique colour and icon now to make it less bland and much easier to read, whereas before it was just pure white and quite confusing to find what you were looking for. If the player's health or oxygen gets too low, the screen will start to blur using a depth of field effect. This acts as a nice visual cue that something is wrong. Once the player has regenerated their health or topped up on oxygen, the effect will go away. Next up, I have made loading into games a lot smoother. So this video is in real time and it's me loading between two different saves. You can see how fast this is. Having the screen fade to black helps hide a lot of the loading process from the player, like they don't see their surroundings change. Lastly, I have gone back and improved the object placement. You can now rotate the object when you are placing it, and some items can even snap together. I am not sure if this game will have base building, but if it does, it will be based off of this system. But for now, you can place floors, walls, and ramps. Oh, and just for fun, I added in this little rover animation when it's in your hands. The Steam page for this game is up, you can head over and wishlist it now. I will be redoing the trailer at some point to show off all of the new stuff that's been added to the game. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful day.